On the toss, Madison. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third and long for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 26.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third and short.
It's third down. And 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's third down.
And 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
For a first down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Taken down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's third down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Penny. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Myers' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Leads to 2nd.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another try for Penny. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. KushKat Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Smith catches left side. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 22-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
To LaShawn McCoy.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. 10th carry now for McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. but as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Penny. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun and give to Penny. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Shot Penny.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. This is Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Cousins to throw it. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Jefferson.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
14.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Again, it's McCoy. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Cousins now from the 50. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Madison. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Madison, the ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Vikings.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going on the ground with Madison. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Seahawks 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
42-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. You tighten up. Through.
They'll try and run some clock now with McCoy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown,
Taylor Gabriel. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Oh, you got to do better than that.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
The tackle made by Michael
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Reed on the tackle.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 31-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. McCoy. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. McCoy. Yeah, McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards away. And Bailey able to and knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down.
And 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One last shot for Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
For DK Metcalf, incomplete. He was covered by Jack.
Yeah, they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Seahawks.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Minnesota, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in.